Oh yes, Cowboy's not in, so you gotta change it. That's true. Yeah, good to hear that you're good. We're just waiting for Bennard. He said he'd be back, so don't worry. Yeah, I hear him now, so.
All right.
Yes, Picado is South Korean. I would hope so.
Would be funny if he was North Korean. That I would be impressed. I would be so impressed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'd feel really sorry for him too, though. He'd have to avoid the government while he goes online and stuff. But
Nah, he would be one of the royalties who are controlling
I
everything.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, it would be like maybe we could one day go to North Korea, you know, like you and me, Subutai, play with the North Korean Picado, some hellish squad. Would be epic. Okay, and
Okay.
Marta Mirror. Marie.
Yeah.
Marta. Goddamn, that's what happens when you make two same letter names. It's destined. It's destined.
You're not the only one who makes mistakes like that, so.
It's Mar, you know, like three letters are already the same.
Marie if you want to say it like a French person, and Marie if you want to say it like an English person.
Me and Marie. Yeah. And yeah, second point for Hplo. Tulip right now standing undefeated. Might be even Hplo might be as well undefeated. I'm not sure. I think he already has a match in USFC, but I might be mistaken because I've definitely seen his name before.
Yeah. And Hplo is actually really good with Marie, so I think Tulip might be at a bit of a disadvantage. I haven't seen a whole lot from him lately.
Yeah,
So
Tulip.
we'll see where it goes.
Tulip was one of the first participants in one of the earliest USFCs, but I have not seen him as well for a very long time.
Yeah.
And Hplo right now just doing some damage.
Yeah, gotta get that rust off his sword.
Yeah, yeah.
And Hplo is someone who's been able to take on many of the veterans and win, or at the very least put up a really good fight. So the odds are definitely stacked against Tulip here.
Yeah, definitely.
Controlling the pace of the fight. Still, we're really glad to see Tulip back. You'll definitely get better if you keep practicing. There's no doubt about it. We've seen some good things from you, so.
Yeah, and it's still not over. This is the only like first round, so anything can change. Anything can change. Like you're just getting ready. One second.
Yes, so Hplo has a win.
Yeah, and that's round 2.
Very good play by Hplo, I have to say. It's very hard to defend cleanly like that in a Richter fight. So.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a character split. I don't think we are. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, Isabella.
And that's a switch from Hplo. Tulip, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Oh, I just heard Bankai.
Oh, it's all good. Many people make that mistake of hitting rematch. It's not a big deal.
Okay, somebody just went Bankai. Somebody in my music just said Bankai, so somebody's on Bankai right now. Let's see who is.
Might be Hplo.
might be Hplo. Yeah, he's performing real well. Let's see if this.
Yeah, he was in yeah, like he was in Shikai before, and he doesn't need Bankai, but then he goes Bankai anyway. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
Maybe it's Tulip who just went Bankai with Isabella pick.
Yeah, it could be. Definitely a very good anti-marine.
Yeah, especially now, like her swings counter trust quite well. I have not tested to the full extent. It's not as easy like us versus Marta, because against Marta I can just really I found spamming E can work, pairing her trusts and getting you a kill. Like right now, I think, yeah, that was beautiful blocks from Tulip. Very nice. Dangerous game. Yeah. Beautiful blocks there, beautiful like exchange, but just a little bit of range for Isabella, and Hplo gets another point. And that's a mistake by Hplo that was punished. We can see that hand as proof of it. Very nice. And another beautiful slash from Tulip. He's definitely went Bankai mode and performing real better in the second round. Still might hold his undefeated title.
And there's a cut.
And that's 2 more points for Tulip, and he secures it.
Tulip just needs 2 more to tie it up.
Yep.
Pushing the pace now for Isabella. Gets in close, but gets hit a little bit and is forced to back away. Good play by Hplo.
Yep.
Oh, I like what Hplo was trying to do there. I think he was a bit too close, though.
Yeah. Very well played by Tulip. Long warded while he was blocked the thrust, and then he was able to counter instantly.
Good stab by Hplo.
But Hplo was able to counter that time, just went out of range and recountered.
Well, Hplo did a feint there with the dash. That was really cool. Trying to get that blade aside, see if he can get a clean stab. Unfortunately, his stab got deflected there and he got too close.
Yeah, and that's 1-1. Fighters, please switch sides.
Kato is still up, but I'm sure his eyes are in pain right now. Because I'll tell you, when I was up all night that recently, it was awful. When I was sick.
Yeah. Picado
that's just
is a
the worst
soldier.
when you're tired but you can't sleep. It's just the worst possible thing.
Yeah, and we see a switch up from Tulip going for that there.
I find you at least get a second win though if you stay up long enough. It's just that later in the day you suddenly crash and burn.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a cost to that.
There's a secret: always have enough food, like always have food intake. Then we can neglect the crash, but and
you don't
that
feel
was risky.
sleepy at all. Yeah, I believe you. It's totally possible.
Yeah.
But you'll feel it later. And here's the thing: even if you don't feel sleepy, if you're sleep deprived, you still don't function as well.
Definitely.
Despite what you might feel like. So you'll find you just make more mistakes than you usually do, or you're just a little slow when it comes to thinking, stuff like that.
I have a friend, I don't know, he has some kind of condition where he like sleeps 3 hours per 2 days. Like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, it's so weird. He has doctors checking him, putting like apertures on him, like checking what's the problem, and yeah, still not fully figured out. There's some issues, and he sleeps like 3-4 hours per day, or like just does like 3 hours sleeps, and then like 18 hours no sleep, and then again like small naps, and he has a lot of issues with falling asleep.
Yeah. I've heard some people can get away with 3 hours of sleep, but that's really rare.
Yeah, well, he's like fine, you know. He has his normal, I guess. He always feels fucked up, kinda, but I guess if your life is like this all the time, you kinda get used to it.
Yeah, it's all a matter of perspective, I suppose. If you spend your life feeling tired, then that's kind of the default, and it's not that bad, I guess. But
yeah, and then funny enough, he's actually a really good athlete. He's like he's used to play football a lot, and like other sports. I used to box with him, but like like very
usually
weird.
they say sleep is really important for being an athlete, so it's really interesting.
Yeah, well, it's like sport kind of helps, you know. If he's like completely exhausted, he can like crash, and that. So that's one thing, but getting him exhausted can like be a problem. And that's actually another point for Hplo. and that's 2-1.
Yeah, it's a good point. If you don't get that little bit of sleep, yeah, that's what Velociraptor is saying, then you get really messed up. If you're in that position.
Yeah.
You'll sleep fully for this Sunday. That's good.
Yeah, there's ways your mind, even though you're like missing out on REM and other sleeps, but once you do like longer sleep cycles, you your body naturally, your brain kind of naturally gets back all the REM and all the deep sleeps. So body is kind of
Tulip, another one there.
our bodies are very adaptive, and there's many ways you can live. Really like best ways to find.
Tulip needs one more.
I think it's Hplo needs one more.
Or
it's
Hplo needs one more.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Character switches are confusing me.
Yeah. Get up at 6 and go sleep at 22.
Yeah, it should be Hplo.
Oh, Juju is like doing the normie grind set 6 to 10. I mean, it's like the regular way of living, so nothing bad with it. But yeah, Hplo, like so far again, the Marie pick, the Marie mirror in the beginning did not go well for Tulip, and let's see if this time it goes how it goes. Oof. That slash almost looked like it could have parried the attack, but it still got the arm hit. 3 more points and Hplo gonna get it. Velociraptor like commenting his brother like, that's my life in a nutshell. Velociraptor, I know I'm your brother. Let's see, some people are different, I think. Some people evolve to need less sleep, but some like me need my big naps, a lot of deep sleep and REMs.
Yeah. I'm a morning person myself, so I'm always up really early, but I also get tired, once it's nighttime usually, unless I get a wave of insomnia, which sometimes comes. It's not all the time though. Oh, okay. That was really interesting. Good instinct by Tulip to get the grab.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what you should do if you start whiffing like that. You just gotta try and grab. Hplo needs one more.
I sometimes like to go for 48 hour sprees, and then I finish it with a 16 to 18 hour nap. So kind of my body learned to do this kind of thing where it sleeps for 2 days, and yeah, and that's a victory for Hplo. Congratulations, and yep, Tulip, better luck next time. Well, very well fought, guys, very well fought, but and next time. Alright, and next one is Kankeno-san versus Piper. So that's another fun matchup. Let's see, I do see Piper online. He's already even in Hellish Quart training, so he is ready and for blood. Kankeno-san.
I didn't get a chance to warm up, so we'll see how that goes when my time comes up.
Yeah. Well, we had a good tournament yesterday and some sparring, so maybe still some practice lingering on. Alright, and Kankeno gonna be on left side.